Alright, what is going on, everybody? On YouTube, Griffin here, coming back to you guys with another Sunday Stock Watch. We are already in December. November flew. This whole year has been flying. Hopefully you guys have had a good year so far, had a good November, ended November on a green note. First and foremost, if you're new to the channel, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button below if you want to join an awesome community of a bunch of like-minded individuals. We got about 450 of us now, so that's awesome stuff. Like I said, if we can hit 500 subscribers before the end of the year, I'm going to be sending somebody, I'm going to do a special live stream and send somebody 3 books. One of them is Crushing It by Gary Vaynerchuk. The other one is Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And then the third one is just a little booklet by Grant Cardone referred to called The Millionaire Booklet. How's it going there, Josh? So from the topic, just a quick little discussion of the Sunday Stock Watch, and then of course if you guys have any ticker symbols or anything like that you want me to take a look at before we get the week started here tomorrow, definitely feel free to shout them out there in the chat as well. That's what a big part of the stream is all about. It's not just like limited to the discussion that I listed for today, which is just vertical spreads and how you can use vertical spreads as a source of income, cash flow, more so, not necessarily income, but cash flow, consistent cash coming in every few days, every few weeks, every few months even, depending on how much money you have available at the time. So you can see SPY, which is pretty much, as we know, it goes hand in hand with S&P 500. It's just a spider ETF of the S&P 500. You can see it moves pretty much just as much as SPX does. So this is what most people trade when it comes to options. Of course, it's one of the most highly traded ETFs. It's probably one of, it's probably the top 3 most traded ETFs out there. Sorry ahead of time if you guys hear random little like squeals or pitches. Something's been going on with my bass lately. I need to go get it checked out, my little bass for my surround sound system. But so you can see Friday we had a pretty decent day. It was kind of sideways for most of the morning, and we got rejected at 275. If you watched the live stream on Friday that we had, you saw we were playing that a little bit. We played some puts, made a quick few percent profit on that. And then what I did was I placed a short put vertical spread. And for those of you that don't know what a short put vertical spread is, it's a bullish position, meaning that you don't think, like my position for example is a 270 put vertical spread. What that means essentially is I think that SPY was not going to go below 270 by the end of Monday. I placed that pretty early in the day. I think it was like 10 a.m. or something, maybe even slightly before, but somewhere around there on Friday, and that contract expires tomorrow at the end of the day on the 3rd. And we went over the profit margin. It was going to be like 18-19% profit in 2 days, so that was awesome. That's pretty much 8 to 9% profit a day, and it looks like it's probably going to play out because we had some news. If I got the window pulled up here really quick, we got 4 of you tuning in already. Don't be shy to shout out any questions or anything too that you guys have along the way, but apparently it's already went away. But it sounds like China and the US have come to a short-term agreement, at least, that they will not be imposing any new tariffs on one another starting January 1 for like at least 90 days or something. So pretty much 3 or 4 months of no tariff BS. I mean, you might still have those few hiccups in the market just because speculation, but no more tariffs for at least 90 days. That's obviously going to be pretty positive. So for tomorrow, I predict a pretty solid green day for the market. I predict something probably a little bit similar to what we've seen, like a continuation of Friday, in all honesty. Other than, I think it's not going to take a few minutes to kind of, a few hours to kind of finally catapult up. I think we're probably going to shoot out right out of the gate. So for those of you that want to day trade the options, you might be able to short a pop here and there. But I think overall tomorrow is going to be a pretty green day, which is going to mean for this position that I'm holding, and see what I mean? I was telling you guys this the other day with Tastyworks. Whenever you're doing advanced option strategies like iron condors, vertical spreads, all that stuff, don't pay attention to like your profit loss, because like literally my phone and like it'll show different things every time you refresh your screen, because it doesn't necessarily know. What you need to pay attention to is just go into your positions. You can see that I'm up $12 on the position. By the time the position actually closes, I'll collect about $30 to $32, something like that. I think it's like $31.50 to be exact. And you can see the potential for profit on that position is now 88%. So, I mean, that's stupid high. When I placed the trade, I think it was somewhere, someone can remind me if you were in that live stream, but I believe it's somewhere around like 74, so it's gone up 14%. Why? Because obviously we only have one more day. The chance of SPY dropping $6.50 from where it's pretty much currently at in the next day is very, 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 very slim. So, like I said, I mean, it was a safe trade to begin with, and that's what I'm really just going to hop into. But I'm going to unplug that base real quick. That way it doesn't just keep going off. Sounds like I need to be investing in a new soundbar system. But, so anyways, what I kind of did was, I'm just going to kind of try to replicate, for those of you that didn't see the trade I did on Friday. It was a short-term trade. It was a 4-day, only because the weekend, or else it would have been a 2-day, 2 business day. But what I'll do, what I'm probably going to end up doing, because I won't be able to really do another trade like this until Tuesday morning, I'm going to go out to the December 7th option, because that's what I'm actually going to be doing by that time, because I'll still have Wednesday, Thursday. So it'll be a 3 to 4 day out option at that point. So what I did was, we're not going to do a long put. We're going to do, because now, let's see. Let me take a look real quick. I don't know if I want to do a short put or short call this time, because overall I'm slightly bullish on the market, especially with all the news and everything, but I still believe you're probably going to see a red day at some point. So, and obviously it goes down. You know what, I'll probably stick with the short put vertical spread this week. So for example, now obviously this could change because I'm not going to be doing the trade until Tuesday morning. For all I know, I might change to the short call if we end up having a red day tomorrow or like something crazy happens. But for now, let's just stick with the short put vertical spread, since that's what I'm planning on doing. So again, short put vertical spread means you're bullish overall. You're pretty much saying as long as SPY, like let's going the wrong way. Let's just say, for example, no, I would not do this trade. But say you think SPY is not going to go below 274 by Friday, December 7th. You'd pretty much do this trade. You'd be selling the 273.50 and then buying the 273 to cover your sell, cover your position, and then you would collect obviously a premium. You'd see your potential for profit 66%, which is by no means high enough. We like at the bare minimum 70% or higher. I'm leaning more towards closer to 75%, but as long as it's above 70%, I'll at least consider it, to say the least. So what I'm looking at right now, since I've been predicting SPY, I wouldn't be surprised if it hits like 278 tomorrow, in all honesty. What I'm going to go ahead and do is like say something like 272. So there you go. You can see 73% chance of profit, $12. You're not ever going to get like the exact price. Let's just say 10. Let's lowball it. So you're talking roughly $7.73 off of a $42.27 investment. And I'm going to show you how this connects to cash flow here in just a second. Divided by 42.27. Boom. Again, another 18% profit in 5 days. Let's see, Monday, 5 days. So again, we'll divide that by our 5 days, and bam, you're talking over 3.5% profit per day. And that's amazing. I mean, you guys know that I suggest newer traders to shoot for something like 5% a week. That's an average of 1% a day. Now, you shouldn't be necessarily focused on day by day by day. I mean, obviously you want to have green trades and all that, but you shouldn't be like trying to stretch yourself like, man, I got to get 1% or more. Just focus on the macro of starting out 5% a week. But what I'm saying is you're essentially getting almost that in a day, per day average. So like every day, quote unquote, that you would hold this position, you're going to gain a little over 3% profit, which is awesome. So, and I had a question actually on one of the videos last night, because I know I haven't really done a good job of this, so I'm going to explain it right now. With these positions, you do not have to close them at the end. Like you do not have to wait till expiration, is what I'm saying. I just like to wait till expiration because then I save on the fees. You only pay the commissions up front, but every penny, every dollar, every whatever, especially when it comes to iron condors, because your fees are pretty much like times 2, times 4. I mean, it can really add up once you start closing tens of 20s of positions per weeks, months, however many that you do in a week and a month. You get what I'm saying? And by doing that, like the way that you'll be able to do that is by sticking with trades that have a high potential of profit. When you're doing trades that have 60%, 50% chance of profit, more than likely you're going to be closing those pretty early. So to me, it's just not worth the hassle. Like I said, the whole point of doing these iron condors and vertical spreads that I show you guys and what I do is so I don't have to sit there and stress about it while I'm at the job. I don't know about you guys, but I have a pretty busy job. I can't be worrying about sitting on my phone every few minutes to make sure that my trade isn't going south. So that's why I always talk about paying super close attention to your potential for profit, keeping it above 70%, because if you keep it above 70%, that's pretty much saying 7 out of 10 of your trades is going to work, in essence. So yes, you can close them early, but the only downside is you're going to be charged, unless if you're on Robinhood or something, of course, which you guys know I think is atrocious, but especially for advanced options, it's not even worth trying. Just stick with doing basic stop trading on Robinhood. Do not do advanced option strategies on Robinhood. It's a waste of time. But you're gonna pay up a little bit. Like I said, the commissions you don't have to worry about. You pay, that's up front. It comes out of your premium. You do not pay it again once you close, but you're still gonna pay those fees. And like I said, you can avoid that altogether by just doing safer trades that are still collecting, like we said, 18% profit, over 18% profit in one working week. That's not bad. 18% on $1,000 is $180. 18% on $10,000 is what? $1,800. So, I mean, that's a very good percent chance of making decent money on that investment. Let me make sure real quick we're still doing all right. Still doing all. Let me make sure it's saying low video output. Definitely let me know, guys, if there's ever any issues within the stream. But if I don't hear any issues, then I'll just keep going. But so how can these though? So with the vertical spreads, how can these produce cash flow? Because that's what it's all about at the end of the day, is the cash flow. So I know a lot of people like to do the long-term iron condors, 36 days, 90 days, some even like 180 days. I don't like doing that because then I'm tied up. It's pretty much like I'm investing in a stock. I don't want to have to sit there and wait weeks on weeks on weeks or months even. I want to be able to get into a trade. This is pretty much a form of swing trading. Like I said, this is only a 5-day trade. You can even do 3-day, but then at that point, you're getting so close to I wouldn't do anything less than 4 because the premium just is not going to be worth it, if that makes sense. Because you're going to have to do a lot smaller of a vertical spread, something a lot closer to in the money, which then you're putting up more risk. So always do the risk versus reward factor before you submit a trade. If you guys watch, I definitely suggest you guys go back to my Friday live stream where I live streamed the trading. You can see I was just kind of sitting around the first, probably 30 minutes, maybe even an hour of the market. I was just kind of sitting around looking at different iron condors and just letting the premium get a little bit more juicier for me. And then I did a little day trade in between there while I was waiting and made a quick $5. But it's just about being patient, finding the right risk versus reward, and then taking advantage of it. But like I said, for the most part, I would not do anything under 4 days. This would be a 3 to 5 day trade by the time I get to it. So with cash flow, what I like about these, what I was getting to before I kind of went off on a tangent about Friday stream, is since these are only weekly, you're going to be essentially collecting a premium every single week. Now, I know we have a lot of people in here starting with like $1,000, a lot less, some even a lot less, and some, I mean, I don't know what all of your guys' accounts are. I know like maybe a few of yours, but I know for the most part, a lot of people in here are starting with, let's just say, under 10 grand for sure. Maybe a few of you are trading with more than 10, but I would honestly hope not. If you don't really like know what you're doing, never start out with a big lump sum of money when you're still learning, obviously. But let's just say, for example, you've got enough to put like $500 in a position like this. You like the idea that, hey, I got a 73% chance to make 18% on my money, over 18% on my money in 5 days. So let's say you wanted to do this trade again. This would be a realistic price you'd probably get this at this specific time. Obviously by tomorrow morning, if you go look at it, the premium's probably going to change either up or down slightly. The other thing I really kind of don't like about this specific one is we have a little bit of a wide range on the premium, which is why I always say when it's wide, definitely be sure to bid a little bit lower. You'll get filled for sure a lot easier. Maybe you wouldn't even go down to 9. If you went down in this case to 0.09, you would get filled probably instantly. 0.10, probably going to wait just a little bit, but you just got to be patient too, which you can also see in that live stream from Friday. I had to kind of mess around with my premium adjustments. But anyways, let's say you were like, okay, I'm super confident in this trade. I'm going to go ahead and put a $500, around roughly a $500 investment. Let's just say $480. So okay, after your commissions and everything, you're talking about pretty much 500 bucks. So bam, in 1 week, you made, literally, all you did was first thing Monday morning, you came in, you submitted your trade, you got filled, and then you do nothing except maybe once every few hours just check and be like, okay, yep, still above 272, and then keep going on with your day. And then by the end of Friday, bam, they're going to put close to $100 into your account. So literally, you just made about, like I said, not around an 18 to 20% return on your money just with one simple trade. That is why I like vertical spreads, iron condors. I'm starting to honestly lean a little bit more to vertical spreads. For some reason, I've noticed the premiums are a little bit more juicy than the iron condors, unless if you get really chicken with your iron condor. And with iron condors, I personally feel like there's a little bit more risk involved, because as long as you generally have a good idea on if something's going up or down, with a vertical spread, you can do a really safe trade and have a really good chance of profit. Whereas with the iron condor, again, you're limiting yourself, because the further out you go on each end, you're increasing your chance of profit, but your profit's going down pretty much twice as much, because you've got both sides of the trade. And also you have, at the same time, twice the chance of the trade going against you, because if it goes too much to the upside, then you'll lose all that money. If it comes too much to the downside, you're going to lose that money. So that's why I'm kind of leaning more towards the vertical spreads. It's just because I feel like the risk factor drops big time whenever you're betting more to the downside. You're pretty much only having one shot versus two of losing your investment, which obviously none of us want to do. So again, it's all about the risk versus reward, right? So go ahead and check. It's still saying low video output, but I'm not getting any feedback. And like I said, if you guys have any questions whatsoever, I'm here to talk to you guys. I'm not just here to like just blah 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 blah, just chat at you guys. I mean, I'm here to literally have that contact with you guys. That's what it's all about. So yeah, I mean, like this trade, I would love this trade. And I mean, this is where it gets really fun. Once you start seeing like results, you start saying, okay, this stuff does work, then you can get a little bit more confident with your trade. Say you have like again, you need to do it based on your account size. I'm not saying if you have $1,000 account, go all in with $1,000 investment, unless if it's like maybe a 90% profit trade or something. But I mean, never ever like really go all in with your entire account on a trade. It's just not a good idea. It's like for this one I'm about to show you guys, this is based off of at the minimum a $5,000 account balance. This trade is going to be roughly 20% of an account, which is a pretty large size still. I like to say to keep it under or around 10%, but obviously with the smaller accounts you're going to have to put up a little bit more risk, a little bit more size of your account in order to grow it at more than a snail pace, right? So this one we're going to go ahead and just shoot it up to say around $1,000 investment. So we got our just under $1,000. Again, we're going to collect $213. What? How? Just come in Monday morning. We're going to take a few minutes, scroll through. We can do this right from our phone on the Tastyworks app. We can just submit our trade, make sure we got it at a good price, and then just sit back and make sure that, in this case, SPY would stay under 272. So 272, yeah, it would stay above 272. And as long as it did that, we would collect over $200 at the end of the week. Looking good? Okay, awesome. Thanks, Josh. And what would that be from a percentage standpoint? It's still going to be pretty close to that 18 to 19%. But again, your percentage of profit goes up slightly the larger the position in most cases. See, 21% profit. Boom. In 5 days. Divide by 5. Bam. Over 4% a day. So, like I said, you can really see how once you just start getting in a little rhythm where you do these, and I mean, in all honesty, I probably wouldn't do this exact trade personally. 73%, I mean, it's a decent chance, but I don't like 272. It would only have to go down $4.50 from where it's at right now. I personally probably go up to, let's see, we're at 271, so that would be about $5 to $6. This trade I'd probably consider. We got a 77% chance of profit. And what do you see here? We can still collect just about the same premium. So that's another reason why you need to sit around and don't just look at the first trade and think, oh man, I'm in love with this trade. I got a 73% chance of profit. Bam. This one, we got a 77% chance of profit. We lowered our strikes by a whole $1, so we gave ourselves a whole nother $1 that SPY can go down. And you can see here, we're still going to collect the same premium. So that is why you need to definitely play around with the prices. And then like right now, since I saw that, what I'm going to do is guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and go up to 270 now. Looky there, midpoint 10. We'll probably get it for 9. So then right here, boom, right around 190. I'll go ahead and do this trade. 81% chance of profit. I'm still going to collect, again, the profit's going to be slightly less. We're having to put up a little bit more money. 1,000, we'll just say 1,011, or no, I need to do the profit. We'll say 190 divided by, we'll just round up to 1,000. God damn it. 190 and divided by 1,011. And there's our 18 to 19% profit in 5 days, which like we said, you divide that by 5 days, boom, almost 4% still per day. And I would do this trade all day. We got till 270. This is pretty much the position I have, actually. Which I don't know why it's saying 81%. Oh, it's because it's Friday. Duh. 81% chance of profit. SPY could go down literally by the time tomorrow happens, probably $7. We're probably going to open up above 277 in all honesty. But literally, SPY could move down $6, $7, which is a huge drop. I mean, that's like a 2 1/4 probably. Like I said, it's probably going to open up around 277 tomorrow. For it to drop down below 270, it would have to drop over 2.5%. Can that happen? Sure. We see it happen literally in a day sometimes. Obviously, staircase up, elevator down, right? But at the same time, I like the risk versus reward. As long as you manage that risk and you, again, don't just submit the trade and then just let it play out. Obviously, still check in every couple hours and whatnot. Maybe check in at your lunch break, your breaks throughout the day. Obviously, let's be real, everybody looks at their phone at work here and there anyway, so just check it every few hours. And 81% chance, again, to make 18% in this case on your money. You have 81% chance to make $200 doing nothing. That is true passive income cash flow at its finest. That is what I like about it. Is it boring? Yeah, because, I mean, you're literally submitting one trade for the week and then letting it just play out, but it works. And I mean, obviously you can get really, I mean, we're talking 18%, right? It was like 190 divided by just over $1,000, right? We're talking 18.7%. What in 1 week, what 401k, what mutual fund, what IRA, what pension, whatever BS that you have can get you 18.7% in a week. I mean, not even a week, in a year. I mean, I know what was it last year? Last year or the year before, the stock market went up roughly 18% or 20%, something crazy like that. 1 year out of maybe 50. I mean, no thank you. I can do it myself in a week. Thank you very much. So, I mean, and again, 18%, that's not like a weekly goal or anything. Obviously, with the stock market being so volatile, that's juicing up our premiums a lot. But again, if you can do 5% every single week, this is where, like I said, the 5% average. It doesn't mean doing 5% every single week. Take advantage, get your 15 to 20 to 25% a week when you can. But then obviously there's going to be some weeks where you might have minus 2%, minus 5, whatever. Averaging out to 5% a week every single week, you're going to watch your account just mathematically explode, especially if you keep throwing money into that account and just keep making good trades every single week. So, like I said, I'm overall pretty bullish still on the market. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say bullish. I'm just bullish because I like how it's setting up right now. The next real test is going to be around 280. We might test it here in the next day or two. I don't know about tomorrow, but probably sometime this week we're probably going to test it again. You can see we got rejected twice at 280. Why? Because I believe around there. No, I was wrong. Or no, okay. Yeah, that was also where we got rejected roughly back in the February, beginning of the year correction. You can see we got rejected twice. We came down a little bit further. And then we just slowly started staircasing our way back up. We've got rejected once here. Came down, got rejected again, came down again. So it'll be interesting to see kind of what happens this week. I mean, we've had a good, I didn't realize we had this solid stretch of green days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 green days. We'll probably have another green day tomorrow. So yeah, I mean, a red day is due. I just want to see us hold. I think if we hold above 270 on the next little stretch of red days, I'm still pretty bullish on the market. I think it's going to slowly, I don't think we're going to approach all-time highs like I originally thought. I thought we were probably going to hit 300 earlier this year. I don't really see that happening now. I think we're going to kind of be stuck in this range between roughly 270, 265 on the low end, but 270 to probably 285 is kind of what I'm thinking. Maybe 290 on the high end. That's just my 2 cents. I mean, who knows? We could hit 3. Who knows? We could have those days where we just bam, 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 and then hit 300, hit a new all-time high. I just think we're kind of realistically on the pretty close to the end of this cycle. I mean, we've had 10 years of just pretty strong stock market growth. I mean, just look at how much the market's recovered since 2007, 2008. If we go back even further, 10 years ago, go back, you can see SPY, for example, 294 has come from all the way down from 67. So, I mean, it's gone up, what, fourfold? Pretty much quadrupled in the last 10 years. I'm not saying we're due for, like, a huge crash or anything. I'm just saying we're definitely near the end of this bull market. It's getting pretty close. I mean, it could probably go on another year, but I don't think we're going to necessarily we're going to keep hitting all-time highs every few months. I think we're going to kind of be in just this wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. We'll have big correction, go up again, barely hit a new all-time high, correct again, barely hit a new all-time, just pretty much barely keep hitting new all-time highs before, obviously, ultimately the next big one happens. But who knows? No one really knows at the end of the day. If they did, they'd be trillionaires. But again, it's just my 2 cents at least. But short term, at least this upcoming week or so, I'm a little bullish. I don't think we're necessarily gonna. I mean, we're pretty overbought right now on the RSI on the 180 day, but I don't know. It'll be interesting to see though. I definitely think at least tomorrow's gonna be a green day, and we'll see how the rest of the week goes. But I guess if we don't have any questions, I guess I'll go ahead and start wrapping the stream up. I mean, I can maybe do some other examples for you guys if you guys want, because as you all know, I don't trade just SPY. It's one of my favorites to trade, SPY, along with XOP, along with even the almighty Apple sometimes. So, I mean, let's do the Apple one, for example. Short put, vertical spread, boom, go. I would probably say Apple's definitely going to stay above 270 this upcoming week. 86% chance of profit. 35, bam. I don't know what this is for an exact percentage of profit. Let's just round up. 33 divided by 218. Bam, 15%. So another one that could pay out good. 86% chance to make, what was it, 15% on your money. How's it going? Trade Doc. How's it going? Looking to Euphoria this week. Sorry about that. I'm sorry, I'm having a brain fart. If you're still watching, what do you mean exactly? Euphoria. But yeah, this trade actually is not bad either. You'd have $8-9 to the downside, 86% chance to make 15% on your money. That trade might actually be a better trade than the SPY trade, in all honesty. Now you have to have a lot more capital to put up, but again, if we did $1,000 roughly, let's just go over. Bam. That'd be what, about 16% profit on that trade. So 86% chance to make $163 off of a $1,000 investment. Not too bad. Might be a lot of movement in the marijuana stocks. Oh, okay. EWC. What, Josh, was there some, was that part of any of the trade news or any of the discussions in G20? I didn't even get to look at really much of the G20 news. All I did was see that Trump and old President Xi. Oh, this is the Brazil. Okay. I hear a lot of people actually make some really good money off of EWZ. I personally don't really mess with it too much, but I wonder, can you even trade that on Tastyworks? What? Oh, you can trade this too. That actually might be worth taking a look at. Let's see, EWZ, 20-day. Short put, I would say 37, maybe. Oh, this is the 5-day. That's why. Okay, how much has it moved? Let's go 10. I would say 38. High implied volatility. I didn't even look at that. 34. Yeah, it's pretty high for that. Let's bring it up here. 87% chance. Oh, how's it going? Rose, subscribe. Welcome, welcome. 80% chance. Yeah, this one actually sets up pretty decently. 80% chance, you're probably going to get it around 9. Venus End, 673. Yeah, I mean, that one isn't too bad. 6. Oh. 673 divided by 43. 27. Yeah, actually, that one's actually not bad at all. I'm going to have to add this to my watch list. Because, yeah, that's actually pretty nice. Do calendars every week. Let's see, 5-day. Yeah, I would definitely consider trading this sometime. I'm going to have to put that on my watch list. I don't even remember how to add anything to my watch list. Positions. I don't know if you can even make your own. Let's see, watch list. Yeah, I don't think I've ever made my own watch list. On here, chart, no, watch list. Yeah, there we go. Add new list. I'm gonna start adding some stuff to my list. I can do this some other time. I just wanna to list. I'll just say options. Ta-da. Oh my goodness. That's another thing. That's one of the things I do not like about this website, or this is the app, is it's kind of hard to navigate with scrolling. The scrolling bars are so thin. But for those of you that don't know too, this Tastyworks platform, I suggest you guys go check out their YouTube channel, obviously, before you even like want to like work. Obviously, I like knowing who like I'm working with, and they actually have a YouTube channel called Tasty Trade. And if you download Tastyworks, you actually get to like watch them live too, which is pretty cool. Pretty much every day of the week, or like during the week, Monday through Friday. And I have a link in the description box that like explains their commissions, like how much you pay for commissions, and you can see, I mean, really cheap. So if you want to check that out, that's down in the description box as well. And like I said, for those of you that are new, check out, while you're at it, check out our totally free Discord group chat. That's down in the description box. That's the best way to interact with me. And we have like 40 of us in there now. I think like 38, 39 to be exact. So it's fun to just communicate with a bunch of like-minded individuals. And weeklies as well. Then Bert on Spy. Yeah, Spy's just so volatile. It's just been so volatile lately. I can't believe it's still volatile, in all honesty. Yeah, I don't, how many times? Yeah, these have weeklies. 5, 12, 19, 20. Yeah, these are a bunch of weeklies, which is cool too. I mean, I don't mind trading weeklies. It's just I like being able to see how much I can produce in the shortest amount of time. It's all about that constant cash flow at the end of the day. But if I can make, again, just consistent, safe profit every single week, which this looks like it definitely has the chance to do so, 80% chance, yeah, 80% chance to make 15% on your money on this specific short put vertical spread. And I'm sure if you did the short call, you could get similar results. But yeah, I'm definitely adding that. That's definitely added to my watch list. And now, awesome stuff. Yeah, and from what I see on that 180-day chart, it doesn't really seem to move. I mean, it can be volatile at times like everything else, but it's kind of been in the range between, let's just say, let's call it 44 and 31, $13 range roughly the last half year or so. I mean, let's go out even further. 32 to 42 roughly. So yeah, I mean, it's not stupid volatile or anything, but like anything else, it can have its little drop-offs here and there. Looks like it tried to test the $37 support roughly recently. So yeah, I think that one at 38.50 and 38 isn't too bad of a trade. Especially, let's see. Yeah, this thing isn't really too volatile at all. I'm surprised the implied volatility is even at 35. But yeah, awesome stuff. I'm glad you ran that by me so I could add that to my watch list, because that's something I'll probably try to consider taking a look at sometime trading. I guess while I'm at it, I'll go ahead and add all these others. How can I get to my damn watch list? That's what I want to know. Let's see, lists. Okay, let's just do it real quick. XOP. Come on. EWZ is already added. XOP. There. Add. SPY. Add. And Apple. Add. So I got the ones that I trade the most added. Now let's see if I can actually. I kind of like using these options that they have too, because like you can look at high option volume traded stocks, ETFs, all that good stuff. Obviously a lot of them are going to be ones that we already know about, but it's pretty cool to watch. God damn. I'll have to figure that out sometime. Calendars work best with EWZ. Like the, you mean actual Short put calendar. I haven't even actually tried trading those. Let me take a look. I just want to take a look at them and see. I've never like traded a calendar. Here, hold on. Clear. Short put calendar go. Yeah, I'll have to look into some of these because I've never like traded calendars before. But yeah, even for the short put vertical spreads and all that, I mean, I won't complain about having an 80% chance to make 15 to 20% on my money any day of the week at all. You will never hear me complain about that. But yeah, I definitely want to thank all of you for tuning into the live stream. Like I said, hopefully you guys did have an awesome weekend, had an awesome Thanksgiving, November, have had an awesome year. We've only got a few weeks left in December in 2018. That's crazy to think about. Just hopefully you guys have had a good year so far. Hopefully you are, again, just taking those steps to achieve financial freedom. It's all about doing whatever it takes to do what the 99% won't do so you can have a 1% life. You can't have a 1% life without doing what 1%ers will do. So, I don't know about you guys, but just I like to take the last month of the year just to kind of reflect on the whole year. Not necessarily just overthink or anything like that, but just kind of see where I've come from where I was a year ago from a trading standpoint, from all businesses standpoint, work standpoint, life standpoint, relationships. Just every day or so while I wake up in the morning, all that stuff, I just like to sit there and just think about what I could have done differently, what I've done well, just kind of reflect. Not be the New Year's resolution type of person. Make New Year's goals, not resolutions. But we'll get into that a lot more once we get closer to New Year's. But hopefully you guys have had a good weekend. Hopefully you guys will have a good week in trading and doing whatever you guys do for a living. Just remember, always stay positive, always always do whatever it takes, and you will always end up on the better side. But like I said, if you're new to the channel, we'd love to add you to our, wow, we've already been on for like 40 minutes. We'd love to add you to our awesome community of like-minded individuals. If you want to just communicate with me one-on-one or anybody within our awesome community, we have a Discord group chat that's down in the description box. It's totally free. It's easy to sign up, and I get notifications from it, usually, unless if the app's messing up. But it's by far the easiest way to get a hold of me, reach me. My social media, I believe, is in the description box as well. Like I said, Discord by far is the best way to reach me. And we've got like 40 of us in there now, so if I can't answer right away, there's usually other people in there that'll help you out as well. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. If you want to thrive, if you want to learn a bunch in a specific field, you need to discuss with a bunch of people that have the same like mind as you and that are all trying to achieve the same goals that you are in the same space that you are. So, like I said, hopefully you guys did enjoy the stream. If you did, definitely make sure to smash that like button. I greatly appreciate that. And if you're new to the channel, definitely also consider hitting that subscribe button while you're at joining our Discord group chat. But until next time, guys, keep on going out there, making those profits, covering your profits, crushing any debt you have, and achieving some financial freedom this year. And I'll see you guys, I want to say maybe tomorrow, but it just depends based off work. I'm definitely going to have a video uploaded for you guys tomorrow. And I might try to do a live stream tomorrow or Tuesday. That way I can give you guys an update on what trades I have done, how much money I made exactly from my positions, all that good stuff for you. But until next time, guys, take it easy and have a good week.